All right, so now that we've got students getting to know each other a little bit, next I want to establish the cognitive presence. So the cognitive presence is when students start to actually engage with each other about the material. They start to ask questions, they start to create more meaning through the social context. And so I found the word puzzlement coming up a lot in the Garrison article. And I thought that that was a really great word. It sort of expresses the wonderment and curiosity that students should have and that we should support them in having. So for this assignment, I am going to ask students to use Padlet as a way to post expressions of puzzlement. Specifically, I want students to name something that they don't think they totally have down yet, or I want them to ask a question. And so hopefully this Padlet will kind of get at that puzzlement and will allow students to interact more with one another. So creating a Padlet is super easy. I know that a lot of you have used this resource before, so I won't belabor the details. But on the Padlet homepage, I'm just going to click right here to make a Padlet. And there are a bunch of different ways that you can choose to organize it for specific purposes. I've used the map function before and really like that. The timeline is really great for certain applications. But for this, I'm just going to use the canvas so that they can move questions around and kind of get a little bit more playfulness in the assignment. So it's going to go ahead and design something for you, which might not match what you were looking for at all. Like, I don't really have any connection to cupcakes for this assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a title. I'm going to go ahead and add in a quick description. So I'm going to ask students to post a question you have or a piece of the content that you aren't yet comfortable with. Okay, and I can provide more details than that if I want to, but you get the point. You're also going to want to copy that link to your clipboard so that when you go to assign the assignment, you've already got it there. And then I can go in and change this wallpaper. They have a bunch of different options for different things you can use. I don't tend to spend too much time on that. And then finally, a couple of important things to know about the settings. So you might, in some cases, want to preserve anonymity, but generally I like to display the author with each post so students know who they're talking to. And then I definitely want viewers to be able to comment on each other's posts. You can also allow for different types of reactions. It'll only let you pick one, so I'm just going to pick for students to like each other's posts. And I'm assuming that if a student likes another post, it means that they maybe share that question or think that it's a good one. All right, and then finally you can require approval, so a moderator, me, would have to go in and approve posts before they can show up, but this is a pretty solid high school class. I trust them, so I'm not going to bother. However, I will just go ahead and click filter profanity, because why not? So once I'm done with that, next we can start posting. So obviously the students are really the ones you want posting on here, but just to show you how this would work, when you click that little button down in the bottom, you'll get a blank post like this that you can drag anywhere you want. You can give it any sort of title, you can write stuff, and you can also upload, link to all sorts of different resources. If you link to articles, it'll show a little blurb and the title of the article, which is really great. You can add photos, you can add videos, all sorts of neat multidimensional content here. So Padlet, super easy. For this assignment, I would ask students to post at least one question they have and then respond to at least 2 other students' questions. So hopefully everyone would get an answer, or if not, I can go through and check how students are doing. So that is my Padlet assignment.